Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this edition of Shotgun Wrestling Radio. I'm now being joined by Sparrow. You guys have a huge matchup tonight. You and Matty Starr getting your shot at the tag team titles, man.
Hey, we've held them, twice, 3 times?
It seems like a lot. Like you guys got to be, one of the longer reigning tag team champions here in the company.
We're coming off of a fresh victory over the Super
Step Brothers.
Super Step Brothers.
Yeah, well, that was a fantastic match last month, which you can catch on the Facebook page right now, I believe. So
we've been broken up for about 3 years now. We come back with a big victory over them. I think tonight you guys are getting new tag team champions.
Well, that's what I thought. I was like, God, it feels like you guys hadn't been a tag team for a while. It feels like you guys kind of went your separate ways here. Now you guys are back together, and like you said, you haven't missed a beat.
Hey, we're brothers. We're brothers. We may have ended kind of roughly, but when it comes down to it, me and Maddie, we bring out the best of each other.
Well, and you've been doing this for quite some time. When was your first match that you can remember?
I believe it was the winter of 2008.
Okay, and what was it about professional wrestling that made you want to get into this?
I was a big fan from when I was 11. I first turned on Monday Night Raw because all the kids my age were watching wrestling, and I just kind of wanted to be cool and know what they were talking about. So I turned it on, and it was Stone Cold giving Vince McMahon the stunner and going to jail, and I don't know. I think it was everything. It was like the soap opera that I finally could get into.
Right.
I watched a lot of Power Rangers and stuff like
Hell
that.
Yeah.
This was right on the lines of it.
All right. Breaking away from wrestling, who was your favorite Power Ranger, though?
Oh, Tommy.
Yes,
Of course.
I mean,
Green Ranger.
He was so cool. Like when they introduced him, you're like, "Damn, that dude's cool."
I really like how because they got the comics, right? I
right.
Like how they ended up doing a story arc where they combined the two,
right?
The White Ranger and the Green Ranger.
Oh yeah,
The costume alone
was
super cool.
Yeah,
it might be brought out in some gear later on.
And like me, like the Green Ranger was awesome, and then you had the crush on the Pink Ranger, because who could forget the Pink Ranger?
Right, yeah.
I mean, she was just this cute little thing, but yeah, it was just, getting, like you said, it's funny because real life Tommy was like an MMA guy too, so it's like him mixing that in. Yeah, he got into MMA for a little bit, and
he's kind of a legit martial art.
He's legit martial arts there, and it's like, so you went from there, and then where did you find like the training to get into the training school? Like, where'd you do your training with?
For a while, I was, because when I was fresh out of high school, I was like, okay, that's what I want to do. I want to go try and be a pro wrestler. Well, I found the website of OVW, and for the longest time I was like, I want to go. That's because I couldn't find any other schools anywhere or training. So floundered around for a couple months or a couple years, and then finally, when I was 21, I found Impact Pro Wrestling in Algona, Iowa. Started training there late summer of 2008, and going strong.
What do you remember from your first match?
Being in front of just my family, pretty much, and in the middle of Algona during a blizzard. No, they almost canceled the show too. And it was like, well, Sparrow's family's all coming from about 3.5 hours away. We can't just cancel it when they get up here. So we ended up having that. That was a lot of fun. I think I'm the only one of that match that are still wrestling.
That's crazy, isn't it? See what's changed over time. Like, and it's funny that you and Matty Starr are this tag team now, because Matty's been in the business just as long as you have, if not longer. Because I don't feel like there's ever been a time where I haven't been involved in Iowa independent wrestling and he hasn't been here. So to have a tag team partner, who better than Matty Starr, who has so much experience.
And that's the funny thing too. When I was new, and I think my second singles match ever was against Matty in Lamoni, Iowa, and it was so bad that they did not let us in the same ring until 10 years later. But he was just coming back. I think that was his first match back from some shoulder surgery, so he's been out for a while. Me, it was my second singles match, so I'm just like, I get to wrestle Matty Starr. And, oh man, it was rough, but they finally let us.
Now, coming up here next month, man, we have a Hall of Fame weekend. I know you're no stranger to Hall of Fame. What are you looking forward to this year? I mean, we didn't get to have it last year. This year it seems.
What's the date this year?
This year it's July 15th, 16th, and 17th.
16th and 17th. Okay. I'm just looking forward to seeing who's all showing up. I can't remember off the top of my head, but there's an extensive list.
Yeah, we got Sergeant Slaughter. I know is confirmed. Yeah. I know we got Barry Windham. That'll be a lot of fun. Ken Shamrock is scheduled to come in this year. Mark Henry, which is cool because Mark Henry just made, he just signed with AEW. Right, so that's also a lot of pressure too. Because he might be scouting potentially for AEW.
Maybe, yeah.
So that's a cool, huge opportunity. And it's like, for you, what has been, I guess, a favorite memory of yours from Hall of Fame weekend? We've both been going for a long time now, so what's been your favorite memory?
I've wrestled an extensive amount of people at the Hall of Fame shows, but I still look back to the very first one that I ever wrestled on. It's me and James Jeffries, the first year that IPW took over the Hall of Fame show. We opened the show, and we both kind of joke every now and then that, in our last matches, we should open the show again. So that's kind of my best fondest memories.
Absolutely. Well, hey man, I don't want to take a whole lot of your time. Thank you for taking this little bit of a time here to
no problem, man.
talk with us, man.
Appreciate it.